everyone. As we know, we started our fourth unit sensors and transducers. In last video lecture, we have seen the sensors and its types. In today's lecture number 3, we will start with the transducers and its types. The contents of today's lecture are transducer, need of transducer, types of transducers. These are primary and secondary, active and passive, electrical transducers, mechanical transducers, resistive position transducer, and capacitive transducer. Transducer. It is defined as a device which converts one form of energy into another. It consists of sensor and signal conditioning. The transducer provides a usable output in response to specific input measurement. The measured may be a physical or mechanical quantity. Need of transducer. Most of the quantities to be measured are non-electrical such as temperature, pressure, flow, displacement, viscosity, etc. But direct measurement of these quantities are not always possible. So, such quantities are required to be sensed and proportionally converted into some other form for convenience. So, these quantities are generally converted into electrical quantity such as current, voltage, capacitance, etc. The electrical data so obtained is easy to handle, convert and store. Electrical transducers are thus more popular for this reason. Types of transducers: primary and secondary transducers, active, passive transducers, electrical and mechanical transducers, analog and digital transducers, transducers and inverse transducers. Let's start first type, primary and secondary transducers. It consists of bellows, LVDT. The first bellows is work as a primary transducer and LVDT, which converts the pressure, is work as secondary transducers. When the input signal is directly sensed by the transducer and converted into appropriate signal directly, then such a transducer is called primary transducer. For example, thermistor used for temperature sense measurement. When temperature variation occurs, the resistance of thermistor also varies. Thus, temperature can be measured in terms of resistance. Many times direct use of primary transducer is not possible. So, secondary transducer are used along with primary transducer. In such cases, the input signal is first sensed by a sensor detector or primary transducer and it is given as input to other transducer for convenience. In case of pressure measurement, bellows act as a primary transducer. So, pressure is applied to bellows and displacement is produced which is transferred to LVDT, that is secondary transducer. The LVDT produces output signal, that is voltage, as per displacement. Second, active and passive transducers. It consists of metallic electrode, pressure, piezoelectric crystal, and the output is in the form of voltage. Active transducers are those which do not require any external power input for their functioning. For example, a piezoelectric crystal for pressure measurement. When differential pressure is applied to the piezoelectric crystal, a voltage is produced across two faces. Passive transducers are those which require external power input for their functioning. This is passive transducer. These are also known as external powered transducers. Typical example of passive transducers are resistive, inductive, capacitive transducers. For example, consider application of POT, that is potential divider, used for displacement measurement as shown in figure. The displacement causes movement of the wiper in either direction, up or down. If the wiper moves upward, the voltmeter measures more voltage. This is the output signal, and Vin is input voltage required for functioning of this pot. Vout is the output voltage. Electrical transducers. The transducers may be consisting of two important parts, that is transduction element transforms the output of sensing element to an electrical output. Sensing element responds to physical phenomenon or change in physical phenomenon. It is a device which converts a physical quantity into an electrical signal. This electrical signal obtained is very convenient to handle and process. So electrical transducers are most popular. Mechanical transducers. There are many mechanical quantities which are to be measured in practical world. These mainly includes force, pressure, displacement, flow rate and more. Most of the mechanical transducers convert applied force into displacement. The mechanical element used to convert force into displacement are elastic membrane. Analog and digital transducers. The transducers are classified on the basis of nature of output signal, that is analog and digital. Analog transducers converts the input quantity into an analog output which is continuous function of time. For example, strain gauge, LVDT, thermocouple, thermistor. Digital transducers converts input signal to the output signal, the form of pulses or 0 and 1, that is discrete output. These makes use of analog to digital converter, that is ADC. Transducers and inverse transducers. It can be said that transducer is a device which converts non-electrical quantity into electrical quantity. An inverse transducer is defined as device which converts electrical quantity into non-electrical quantity. Resistive transducers. The resistance of such transducer changes as per the input signal. Resistive transducers are preferred over other transducers because these works equally good for AC and DC. In resistive transducers, any one of the above parameter on RHS gets varied due to applied input signal and hence resistance changes. There are a number of ways in which resistance can be changed by a physical phenomenon. In linear and rotational potentiometer, changes in length causes change in resistance. This property can be used for measuring displacement and rotation. The first type of resistive transducer is resistive position transducer. The principle of resistive transducer is that the physical variable under measurement causes a resistance to change in the sensing element. The common requirement in industrial measurement and control work is to be able to sense the position of an object or the distance it has moved. As shown in figure, it uses a resistive element and a sliding contact, that is wiper. This is linked with object being monitored or being measured. The resistance between the slider and one end of the resistance element depends on the position of the object. The output voltage depends on the wiper position and is therefore a function of the shaft position. This voltage may be applied to a voltmeter calibrated in CMS for visual display. When applied to resistive position sensor, this output voltage shows the position of wiper of the potentiometer. If the resistance of the transducer is distributed uniformly at the length of the wiper, the resistance is perfectly linear. This figure shows the equivalent resistance of the figure capacitive transducers. Capacitive transducer shows the figure displays the rotor displays the weight, stator and weight. A variable plate area transducer is made up of a fixed plate called stator and a movable plate called rotor. The rotor is mechanically coupled to the member under test. As the member moves, the rotor changes its position relative to the stator, thereby changing the effective area between the plates. A transducer of this type is shown in figure. Number of other configurations like rectilinear type, diaphragm type, capacitive transducer is available. The rectilinear type is used for displacement measurement and the diaphragm type is used for pressure measurement.